Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. And once again, this is the 1-day chart. We're sitting here just above 54.5 cents. We actually touched 57 cents earlier today. And what caused the price of XRP to rise? Nobody really knows yet. People are still waiting for some news to come out on what caused the pump. And it wasn't a very big pump either. Like, people acted like we were going parabolic. But if you zoom out to the 1-month chart, we're still in that channel that I've been talking about, fluctuating in between 50 and 55 cents. We broke a little bit above it and then came back down. I'm still waiting for XRP to make a 10-cent move to the upside. That is what's coming. Then we'll have a slight pullback and then another 10-cent run up. That's what's coming. And all you got to do is stay patient until it happens. Ripple XRP community has been on point. Retail investors always run on emotions and not facts of value. They are driven by fear and greed, unlike the institutions who do not experience FOMO at all, as you can clearly see here in this BIS document on why DeFi lending, become a sophisticated investor, is the only path I see now. And you see what they said. However, while retail investors show fear of missing out, FOMO, behaviors, large investors do not. You know, it's going to become very important in the coming months. We're going to see FOMO like we've never seen before. But a lot of that FOMO is going to come from retail investors, people that are sitting on the sidelines waiting for XRP to take off. They're going to be buying at a much higher price than what you're buying at later. And because large institutions are patient and that they'll buy at any price, they don't care. They'll be buying XRP at $50, $100 and beyond. At some point though, I think it's going to be very important to not sell your XRP, because as you're selling, large institutions are going to be buying it up, pushing the price higher and higher over time. And we don't even know if 100 billion XRP is enough yet, because of what XRP is built to do, move the world's money. It's going to also be moving tokenized assets as well. Now, over the weekend, I talked about this liquidity cheat sheet. So XRP to $1,000. Crypto proponent shares what could make this happen. Now, Mason versus Lewis shared the XRP liquidity cheat sheet showing XRP's price depending on cross-border payment volume it would need to handle daily. Now, a lot of people right away dismissed the fact of XRP making it to $1,000. I always said stealing business away from Swift will get us to $100. But as over time, I think cross-border payments will definitely push the price of XRP even higher. The one thing that really gets us to $1,000 for XRP is tokenized assets. Think of XRP moving massive amounts of volume on a daily basis, a massive amount of value from one place to another, one person to another person, one country to another country, one company to another company. There's going to be so much movement of value over the coming months, and it's going to be exciting times ahead. And it's going to start out gradual, in my opinion. We're not just going to get a massive spike. What we're going to get is gradual upward movement based on utility. Every once in a while, though, we will start to see large spikes as large valued items become tokenized. Imagine trying to cross a border with this, and you see the gold and the silver. And I even said, once it gets tokenized, XRP will be moving this on a daily basis. It'll be moving the value of gold. It'll be moving gold-backed currencies as well, from one country to another, working as a neutral bridge currency. Illustration of MCBDC bridge platform that relies on commodity-based SDR using blockchain to connect country CBDCs. Ripple can maintain MCBDC liquidity pools with on-demand liquidity and the Ripple CBDC platform based on the XRP ledger. This comes from Smoke. This is how I always pictured it. So you see country A, country B, and country C. E-com app, commodity app, digital trade app. And you see how they're all connected together. And that's how they're going to move value. But in between, they're going to have a liquidity pool that they all share. That's where XRP would be sitting, providing that low liquidity, providing all that value. That's what gets us to a high-priced XRP. Connection between Ripple, MCBDC, bridge platform, blockchain-based SDR. The MCBDC bridge platform can be maintained by liquidity pools on Ripple's on-demand liquidity platform using ISO 222 as the common standard. MCBDC bridge leverage CBDCs using SDR for settlement. This also comes from Smoke. Now, there was a time where people said, we can't hold an ESDR. But now it seems like we can because the rules have changed. And the rules are advancing as well. The ECB is changing the rules on a lot of things. The IMF is as well at the same time. The rule book is not the same rule book we had years ago. As technology is advancing, the rules are advancing. And they want to make sure that everybody can access all of this value. In other words, they don't want it to be limited. They want it to be widespread, and that will lead to mass adoption as well. With Ripple, banks can consolidate liquidity into one pool with a globally distributed digital asset, XRP, as a universal bridge asset, like I've been saying all along. So you see the central bank, one, issue WCBDC, commercial bank, here's the liquidity pool where XRP would be. And you could see how it could go from the dollar to the euro. Commercial bank 2, central bank 2. That's how easy this will flow. But those liquidity pools, those are going to be massive. And there could be a lot of XRP locked up in there. And that's why I always said we don't know if 100 billion XRP is enough. And as you're selling your XRP at different price points, these big financial institutions are going to be buying it up. And they don't care what price it's at. That's why it's going to be important to always be holding some XRP. Don't sell your entire bag. And this also explains it. Dilip Rayo has explained this for a while ago. First, get banks connected on RippleNet to settle with fiat. Then get them to source liquidity using XRP. Then get them to hold XRP directly. Holy Grail. And that's how I always pictured the future. And we are almost there now. Everything is happening right in front of us. It was always to get in the door. That's what RippleNet did. It got Ripple in the door. Later, they start to use the secret sauce. And that's how we get rich. Once they start locking away that XRP and utilizing XRP for on-demand liquidity. Thailand and India, real-time QR code-based payment systems to complete the link by Q3 of this year, 2024. Prompt Pay, UPI, Tranglo, Ripple, XRP, BRICS uniting, no SWIFT, no dollar. And now at least we have a time frame for this announcement. It's gonna launch Q3 this year. And that will lead to the price of XRP rising as well during alt season, most likely. For European banks, the time to act is now. MiCA comes into full force December 31st, 2024. For the first time, all three conditions line up. Take a listen to this.
For European banks, the time to act is now. Forces have never previously converged in this way as we see it now. During previous bull markets, banks and financial institutions always had the risk of a regulatory uncertainty. Even if digital asset represented a viable and an intriguing business opportunity, the technology and the infrastructure took a bit of time to develop. Both are now in a much more mature state than ever before. And 2024, for the first time, all three conditions, market, regulation, and infrastructure, are finally all in place.
So it looks like everything is ready to push ahead because all three conditions are in place all at once. And in Europe, with MiCA regulations, that's the path forward for crypto as well. That's why we're going to see MiCA-like regulations here in the United States. All the regulations around the entire world are going to be very similar. And we're going to see the impact of that this year. CFTC chairman says in the next 6 to 24 months, we'll see another cycle of enforcement actions in the crypto space. While there's no regulatory framework and assets appreciate, and retail investors and entrepreneurs have renewed interest. This comes from Eleanor Tourette. Of course, that's what's going to happen. First, we're going to get regulations put in place here in the United States. And then all of a sudden, enforcement actions are going to follow. Because now they're going to have regulations to back up their enforcement actions. And that's when we will most likely see 99% of crypto disappear. And it's going to happen in such a short period of time. And as that's happening around meme coins and even some other cryptocurrencies that may have a little bit of utility, but no real world use case, those will most likely fall apart as well. At that time, we're going to watch a handful of cryptocurrencies emerge out of the ashes. And what I'm saying is, all of a sudden, you're going to see this handful of cryptocurrencies start to really rise in value. And most people aren't even going to understand what's going on because they're so tied into the hype cycle. Once you start to see the utility cycle take over, all the hype ends. Big banks are going to be jumping on board, starting to utilize crypto. We're going to see crypto start to push mainstream, and mass adoption will follow. But there's not every cryptocurrency is going to be involved, is what I'm saying. In this video, what I tried to show you is that people always thought that XRP is going to rise because of the amount of transactions that are taking place all around the world. Remember, people always told you trillions and trillions of transactions have to happen to even move the price of XRP by 1 penny. But that was not the plan all along. Large, massive, locked up pools of liquidity, locked up, amounts of XRP. That's where the price is going to come from. You're going to have demand and on-demand liquidity being used at the same time, pushing the price higher and higher. More and more XRP getting locked up along the way. But until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive. Let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.